Again, my name is Denyce Gartrell. How is everybody doing? Excellent, excellent. I'm going to talk in 3 times that I've been given this morning about value. Donovin, you were all up in my message. So I know that was nothing but a confirmation. First, I want to just begin by telling a brief story. It's a story about a female who had it all. She was a well-to-do lady of class, lady of integrity. She was a lady who had a very profound career. The person she was in a relationship with also was very well-to-do. They lived in a very established and elite neighborhood. Kids went to whatever school they wanted to go to. She traveled wherever she wanted to go. Ate whatever restaurant, fine dining, drove fine cars. And then all of a sudden, life happened. How many of you know life will happen? The relationship that she had been in for years and that fine lifestyle that she had lived, all of a sudden came to an abrupt end. The relationship ended. Her best friend died from cancer. A very close family member betrayed her deeply. So many things began to start happening. And how many of you heard the saying that when it rains, it pours? When it rains, sometimes it pours. And sometimes things can hit you from the right, from the left, from the top. that I am. The disciples began to start saying, some said that thou art Elijah the prophet, some said you're Jeremiah, some said that you're John the Baptist. Then Jesus said, well, who do you say that I am? See, men will define you based upon their own perceptions, based upon their own experiences, based upon their own outlook of who you are. If you don't have a definition of who you are, then anybody will be allowed to define you. You've got to know who you are. So Jesus transitioned. He said, well, who do you say that I am? I've heard men say, well, who do you say that I am? Peter said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. See, two things I want to mention there. I know my time is running out. But he said, thou art the Christ. You are the Messiah. You are the messenger. You are the Savior that we've been hearing the prophets talking about and that we've been waiting on for so long. See, that's what Jesus did. That's who he was. But then he also identified who he belonged to. So not only do you have to know who you are, but you have to know who you belong to. He said, the Son of the living God. That's whose you are. So in your time, you've got to not know only who you are, but know whose you are. And I want you to just put your hands in the air and say, I'm a child of the King. So that makes me a queen, baby. And do you not know that the queen, come on with it, do you not know that the queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard? Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Now, this is the way they're saying the word Jesus Christ, I am somebody. Look on the other side. I'm the wrong neighbor. Tell the other neighbor, I am somebody. Stand up, put your hand on your chest and tell yourself, I am somebody. I am a queen. And I am the most powerful piece